Hello, all. Welcome again to another session of our graphic designing course with Canva. So today we're going to take a look at a CV and a resume development with Canva. But first, let's take a look at what a CV is and what a resume is, so we understand why we need a CV and a resume and how we can do a better CV or a resume with Canva. So this is what a CV is. So if you take a look at right up here, a CV is called curriculum vitae, and a resume are both documents that summarize individuals' educational skill, experience, and achievement, but they have some key differences. So let's take a look at a CV. From here, a CV is a comprehensive document that provides a detailed overview of the individual academic and professional background. It typically includes sections on education, research experience, publications, award grants, and other academic achievements. So a CV is often used in academic and research settings and is commonly required when applying for graduation school, academic position, or research position. So, in the other hand, a resume is a shorter or just a summary of a CV. More conscious documents that provide a summary of the individual relevant work experience, education, skills. Resumes are commonly used in business and industry setting and, and are often required when applying for jobs outside of academia. So mostly when you're applying for a job, instead of sending a CV, you're required to send a resume. And the question is, most application we asked for a CV, but the fact that most people know about a CV do not understand what a resume is. So that is why job adverts are mostly requesting a CV. But if you send a resume, you will not be penalized for that. So take note of that. So I have put together a sample resume that we're going to design. This is a sample resume of someone that is Bachelor of Science in Financial Management. So we're going to develop a sample resume from here with Canva. This is a sample resume. So for us to develop a resume, as usual, we can learn and use different templates within Canva. So you can go to search and say resume. So when you search for resume, you will see a list of resume. And mostly note that a resume is mostly one page or two, but 90% of the time a resume is one page. So a CV in the other hand is mostly more than one page because it has to deal with more details about you. So what we're going to do in this lesson today, we're going to take a look at one example of a CV, of a resume, sorry, and we try to rearrange this resume here. So let's take a look at one of the resume that we can edit. and modify for this sample. So let me search education, professional experience, contact, achievement, skills, education skills. So for this, we're gonna use this sample here. We say edit, and we say customize this template. So now we're gonna customize this template. We're gonna work with this template for this specific course today. So the first thing we're gonna look here from sample here is the name of the CV owner. The name is Aisha Ba. And take note the two key areas here from the CV. The two key areas are the name, which you see if you take a look at all of the samples here. The name is much more of a bigger font than all of the font in the CV, because that's the key focus that people are going to pay attention to. So you're going to draw a key focus, which is the name. Look at all of the samples, you see the name is much more bolder than all other fonts and bigger than all other fonts within the resume. So take note of that. So now, and the next thing I'm going to add here is the position of Aishaba. Aishaba graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Financial Management, and we can say financial analyst. Now, we position is financial analyst. And you can easily change the pictures here. You can definitely change the pictures. We can move and place the pictures here. So when we're using a free Canva, that is why we have in this watermark here. But we can definitely delete this image. We can easily undo so that we can use the old image. But definitely you can replace the image. And the next thing you're gonna do is two things you can do here. You can either write a short description about you, or maybe you can write an objective. For our sample here, we have written an objective. What is the objective of the CV? So we're gonna have a objective here. So the objective here is to obtain a challenging position in financial management where I can apply my knowledge of financial analysis, investigative strategy, and risk management to contribute to the growth and success of the organization. So this is the main objective. So you can either write about you, just you need to be brief, but you need to write something about you, or you write the objective. So for us, we're going to use the objective, but this is what you're going to do. This is your CV, and this is the first thing that is going to represent you when you're applying for a job. So make sure your spelling mistakes are you go through and correct all spelling mistakes, and also take note of your sentences. Make sure you have a very good structured sentence. If you think you're having challenge with the English language, you can use other tools. Let me introduce you to one of the tools that you can use to improve on the sentence. Go to your browser and type Qbot. QUILLBOT.com. Qbot.com. So QUILLBOT.com. Go there and search for Qbot and say enter. You will see this interface. So when you're in this interface, the first thing you need to do is to increase um, the you need to increase here, and from there you can also change the language to whatever language, but we're using American English, or you can use whatever English you think you want to use, or British English. That's up to you. So then now you need to paste your sentence here. When you paste your sentence here, then you see paraphrase. So what this website does is it helps you to come up with a better version of your sentences. So if you've given this is a sentence that we submit, now it's giving us a different way to present this sentence. So to land a difficult job in a financial management where I can use my experience in risk management. So it's giving us another way that we can present this specific sentence here. So you can go again and say paraphrase for the second time. It will also continue to paraphrase this. And you can go along and choose different words that you can change. Instead of difficult, I can click on difficult, that it will give you another option, another wording that you can use instead of difficult. So maybe I can say challenge job, not difficult job. And also instead of techniques, you can also say achieve cost, or case a build up, or these are just wordings that you can replace. Instead of expansion, you can say growth. So this, instead of support, you can say assist, or promote, or help, or aid, so or enhance. So these are some of the tools that you can use to improve your English writing. And I know most of us have challenges with that, but Qbot can help you with that. So as we go along, I'll also introduce you into some other. I'll also introduce some other tools that you can use to help you along. So, and after you've done that, you need to copy this again and go to Grammarly. You will see Grammarly here. Click on Grammarly, and paste the sentence there. So Grammarly will fix up every punctuation, question mark, full stops, and everything. Grammarly will help you fix that. So if all of that is now okay, now you can go now and copy this, and now we can use this for our objective. We're not using about us, but we're using an objective. So we've written our objective. Then now we can use our objective here. So this is our objective for this job. So the size I'll reduce to 12. So make sure this is not too long. Do not make your sentences too long. I know some of us like to write long sentences, but do not make this sentence too long. Okay. So now we've done, we've written the name, we've written the position, and also we've written the objective. So, but you can do about me here. You can write something about you very short. Okay. But for us, we want to use the objective instead of about me. And the next thing we're gonna also do is to also look at the contact details. So how can we reach Aisha? We need to know the phone number of Aisha. We need to have a phone number here, which you can insert here. And also you need to have an email address here. You can also, this is my advice for phone numbers. Make sure you include your country code. For Sierra Leone is +232, then your phone number. So you need to add +232 for Sierra Leone. For other countries, include your country code. And for your emails, for those using nicknames for their emails, do advise that you change that and use a much more professional email. Professional email, I know most of us cannot have, mostly for companies. But professional emails, in a sense, if your name is Aisha Ba, do not say, let's say, let's look for a nickname for Aisha. Shasha. Don't say Shasha. Your name is not Shasha. So do write something that makes sense. Let your email be much more professional. Don't say shasha@gmail.com. No. Better you can write aishaba2@gmail.com or aishaba a at 505@gmail.com. But write something that makes sense. Don't take your nickname as your email address, your official email address. So we'll take the email address of Aisha to Aisha Batu and paste it here. And you can also add the address here. You can also add the address. You can also add the address here. So what I would do in this case, I will make sure I reduce the spacing between this and this. I will highlight the address and go to spacing, and now reduce the spacing between this here. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. So if your address is too long, make sure you reduce the spacing within. And what we can do now, we're done with contact. Now let's go to skill. For skills, these are things that you think you're good in. If you're good in doing Microsoft Excel, that's a very good skill. Microsoft Word is a good skill. Um, um, Graphic designing with Canva is another skill. Website development is another skill. So these are basic skills. These are things that will really add, how will I say, juice to your CV. So you need to include some of the skills that will help you get the employment. So if you don't have, please, I will advise you do have them, and mainly for Microsoft products like Excel, Word, PowerPoint. These are required skills for most jobs. So make sure you know some of these skills. So we've already put together a basic skill for Aisha. We'll copy the skill and go to sample slide, sample CV resume, sorry, and now we can paste this here. So make sure you make your your skill, you comprehend them. So what we can do this, I think the skills are too much. We try to reduce some. Just put in the most important one. Remember, from the definition of resume, it's just if you take a look at the definition of a resume, is the summary. It's just a summary of your CV. So you don't need to put in all of the informations, and all you need to do is to put the relevant information needed. So I'll put in the skill. Maybe I'll just put this. These are the most relevant skills for Aisha. I'll paste this here. Maybe four is okay. So, but make sure when you're applying for a job, make sure you research the job properly so you understand what are the required skills for that job. Maybe if you're applying for a position as a bank accountant, you don't need to include your graphic design because they're not taking you for graphic designing position. You're there to do. So one of the things that you can include is your Excel because they need to know if you're good in database management. You can also include Word. You can also include PowerPoint. So these are, and also excellent communication skill. These are also skills that you can also include. So you need to understand the type of job that you want to apply to, and also tailor your CV or your resume based on the job that you want to apply for. So now we've included our CV, our skills for the skills for Aisha. What else can we also take a look at? We also have relevant experiences. So these are some of the experiences that Aisha have already got from other institutions, maybe either as an intern or a full-time job. So we gonna include part of this experience. Aisha has been working as an intern for 6 months at Dream Day Technology in Freetown. So the position, the name of the company, and also the location of the company, and thirdly, how long. So if you're presently working there, you can say from 2022 to present. That's okay. If you're no more working there, then just put how long, or maybe you can say from 2015 to 2018. So at least people understand that you've worked there from 2015 to 2018. So they'll calculate the time period. So now let's put in the experiences for Aisha. So the experience for Aisha is he's currently has been working as a financial analyst as an intern at Dream Day Technology. So we first put in the position. We first put in the position, which is financial analyst, and the second part of it is to also include the so another part of it is to include the company name and also the location. So now I will copy this and paste over here. So what we'll do here is we already have a template. We can say at game day technology, and from you can say for 6 months, or let's just say from 2022 to 2023. Or maybe you can include the months. Maybe that will be much more specific. So you can see from July 2022 to January 2023. So now we've included the position and also the company. And so now we can also go in and put in what are the key roles in that company. So one of the roles of Aisha was to what? So we list down the roles here. So the roles of Aisha was to conduct research and analysis on industry trend and competitors. So what we can do here, maybe you can include just two relevant experience, just two or three is enough. But for us, we're going to list down only one. But make sure just make 2 bullet points is okay. Just 1 or 2 bullet points that will explain this job, your job position. And for us, we're going to list only one, but you can include at least two or three. So make sure you only include 2 or 3 bullet points. Then we also go here and we also have educational background. So on the educational background, Aisha has a Bachelor of Science in Financial Management from the University of Sierra Leone in 2019. When did you graduate? So it's not when you enrolled into the course, but when you graduate. So you can say 2019. If you're currently at the university, you can say from when you enroll to present. So you can say, let's say, for example, in January, let's say, for example, in 2020 to present, because we know a degree is 4 years. So you can say from 2020 to present if you've not graduated yet. But if you've already graduated, the year you graduate is what you're going to include here. So Aisha has a bachelor of science in financial management. Bachelor of Science in Education. Okay. Aisha has a Bachelor of Science in Financial Management. So, and you can also include your university and the date. So we can say University of Sierra Leone. From me, let's see. Okay, let's just leave it. Okay, let's say 20. Aisha has already graduated, so we can just say 2019. But if you want to include the range within the time when you enroll into the university and when you graduate, that's also fine. You can say from 2018 to 2020. That's okay. Even though you've graduated from the university, you can also put the range. That's okay. But if you want to include only your graduation date, that's also okay. So you can also include some of the course job. So these are some of the key, let's say, key courses that you've been working, that you've been studying at university: financial analysis, investment, corporate finance, financial marketing, and institution accounting principles, financial statement analysis, and risk management. You can also include this. That's up to you. You can decide to include this or not. If you take a look at the sample here, only from this sample is a graduate technical assistance intro into economics. So only the just 1 point. So we can include at least two. Let's see. Let's include this. So what we can do now, what can we do? So I'll try to highlight this. So I can move this a little bit to the top to give more space down here. You make sure you align everything. So I think so the job experience, Aisha has a Bachelor of Science in Financial Management at the University of Sierra Leone in 2019, and some of the course some of the course work was financial analysis, investment, corporate finance, financial statement analysis, risk management, and so on. So you can list all of this. Um, yeah. So now I think so for the referees, if you take a look at our sample here on the side, and you can also include a section about activities. So maybe you are aware the how can I say, a minister of finance at the university. You can include that. You can include some of the activities that you've achieved. Like for me, I can say also I'm a student engineer at the Sierra Leone Institute of Engineers. And so these are some of the activities that you can include. Or maybe you can also include an award section. These are some of the key awards. Maybe you were awarded as one of the best students in the at the university, or you were awarded as one of the best entrepreneurs in Sierra Leone. So you can include some of these key awards. So, but that section is up to you to decide. So for Aisha, we're going to skip that. And on the part of referees, you can include, you can ask them to, you can indicate this section here that's available upon request. But if you think you want to include the referees, you need to include the name of the referee, and maybe if the referee is working, maybe the company or the position of a company, and the phone number. But the key things is the name, the phone number, and the email of the referee. You need to include the name, the phone number, and the email of the referee. That's the key part of having a referee in your resume or a CV. But if not, you can under the referee section, you need to have a referee section, and you can write this statement available upon request. So you can definitely add that. So guys, this is a key example of a CV and how you can come up with a resume. Sorry, this is a key example of a resume and how you can come up with your own resume. Um, if you have challenges doing with research on a resume, I let me check. I want to also introduce to you um, another tool that will really help you out. It will really change your life. Um, Trust me, this is one of the most used tools in the world currently. So go to your browser and search for chat, CHAT, at GPT. Go to your browser and search for chat GPT and say search. So you will see the first link will be openai.com. Click on OpenAI, the first link. Click on OpenAI. Then it will take you here. Click here, try. At the top of the browser, you see here, try. Click on try. Then that will take you to OpenAI. When you are at OpenAI, all you need to do is to log in. So you need to sign up here. You need to sign up with your Gmail account. Then you verify your Gmail, and now you have access to it. So when you're done with that, you now say login. For me, I use my email account, my Gmail account, sorry. So I will now log in with my Gmail account. So now I am now logging with my Gmail account. So this is what you're gonna do. When you're here, you need to put in this question. Just say write, maybe if you're an IT student, just say write a resume, a sample, write a sample resume or graduate Then maybe you have 2 years experience. You've been working for 2 years. For a graduate with for a graduate with BS Bachelor of Science in Financial Management, you can insert anything here. Let's say Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. I study computer science. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, and you can now say with maybe how many years I have over 5 years. Let me say 3 years experience. 3 years experience with with um with 3 years experience. Then now you say enter or you say send. What this program does is you can ask this program whatever it will answer you. So this will develop a basic how can I say, a basic resume that you can easily take as an example and just modify few areas and you can easily use that. So now if you take a look at this, now it's giving you, now you need to include your name. If you take a look at our CV, one of the key areas is the name here, the email, the phone number, the address, and also if you have a website, you can also include the website. So you see, this is now doing everything for us. So the objective now for me would be to obtain a challenging position as a software developer and where my technical skills and experience can utilize and contribute to the growth of the company. And coming down here under education, I have a bachelor of degree in computer science. Then now you can easily this there is no need for you to go through because here's you already know the universities that you attend, so you can easily fill this. And skills, these are some of the skills that are required for computer science. Proficient in Java, Python, and C++. So, but please make sure if any of the skills you know you're not good at, do not include it. Do not include that particular skill. So let's say example, if I am not good in Java and Python, CSS and C++ programming, I will easily remove this and maybe use it, include all of the areas that I'm good at. So only this will only give you a basic information on how you can come up with your own CV. So this is just a tool that will help you. And on the experiences, now this is how you can include your experiences. So what you can do, you can also say, uh, um, let me say experience. Um, Experience, I can say web developer. So on the experience, I will say web developer. So now it will give you another um, area of the skills that are required for a web developer. So now you see, this is the skills that are required for a web developer. And if you are a web developer, these are some of the experiences. Maybe you've worked as a web developer for a specific company, and these are some of the things that you can also include. So I will write you a basic way on how you can trick the platform to give you a better answer. There is many ways that you can trick the platform to give you, because the more you ask the platform, the better it will give you a more direct answer. So you see, this is just for a web developer. So this is just one tool that you can use. So mind you, when you have this, one thing you need to do is to copy this and go to the other tool that I first introduced, which is um, Qbot. Go to Qbot and go to paraphrase and ask Qbot to paraphrase some of the words for you. Because if you're applying for international applications, mostly they do search word search for some of your sentences, and there is other tools that you can do to either know that this specific wording was written by an AI. So this is an AI tool. So if you take this now and go check this up to know if it is written by an AI, they will definitely know. So what you can do is to copy this and go to Qbot and ask Qbot to paraphrase this. Now you can use this paraphrase one that is already paraphrased. Then you can use that for your resume, but do not use this direct explanation um, from the um, from the AI. You need to paraphrase it, then you can use it. So after you've paraphrased, you can also copy and go to Grammarly and make sure your punctuations and question marks and everything are correct. Then you can now use that. So guys, that is all for this session. And one of the assignments for this is you need to look at a specific template. Look at any template within Canva and develop your real-time CV. You don't need to use any dummy text. You need to develop your own CV. I want to see your own CV. If there is any advice that I can give, I want to see your real CV. Then we can customize your CV based on your maybe your certificate and your experiences and your skills. So thank you all. I think this is the end of the training on the resume development. If you want to also develop your CV with Canva, all you need to do is to go to template and search for CV. When you search for CV, you see a couple of CVs. So instead of just using Word that is not too that is just too open, you can use Canva to develop a better CV for you. So what you can do, you can go to um, Canva and say CV, then you will see sample CVs here. So these are some of the CVs that you can use. So if you see here, most of the CVs, as I said, is more than one page. So now you can use any of these CVs to develop a more comprehensive CV for you. This is 3 page. This is 2 page, 2 page, 3 page, 3 pages. So mostly CVs are more than one page. Mostly, a resume is mostly one page. So thank you guys. This is the end of the session for today. And our next session is also going to deal with another topic in Canva development. Thank you all. Bye.